Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. Current time is 10 o'clock here on this Thursday evening. Hope everybody had a great day. Before we get into the forecast, I want to mention that we always want to see your work. We always want you to be a part of the story. Send us your pictures, send us your videos. The best way to do that is via something called Pin It. You can access it on WSLS.com/pins, or you can access Pin It on the news and the weather apps. All right, friends, let's look at the radar, and you'll notice here at the top of the hour that it is raining quite a bit across the region. No surprise there. We've been looking at this storm system for days now, and it is finally here. It is wet, it is gloomy, it is gray, it is yucky outside. You will notice that the showers that we are seeing are moving to the north and to the east at a clip of around about 20 to 30 miles per hour. We've got some showers falling moderate to heavily at times into parts of Wythe and Grayson counties. For instance, right now it's raining pretty heavily near Mount Rogers, also around Independence, up north into Rural Retreat. We also are seeing some heavier rain up north into parts of the Highlands. Right now, it's raining pretty heavily in Fincastle, Eagle Rock, Clifton Forge, Covington, Callahan, north into Hot Springs. Some very wet go of it right now around 311, 220, Interstate 64, and Highway 60. Also seeing some moderate to heavy rain near Natural Bridge and also into Buchanan and Botetourt County. As we head a little bit further south, we are just now getting rid of some heavier rain in Roanoke. Still some light to moderate rain in Roanoke, but the rain has let up, at least in parts of the Roanoke Valley here over about the last 5 to 8 minutes. We also are seeing some moderate to heavy rain out across Bedford, south towards Smith Mountain Lake, over towards Alta Vista, even south into areas near Gretna, seeing some light to moderate rain. It's a wet go of it around 122, Highway 24, Highway 460, Highway 221, and also along Highway 501. You will also notice that we are not done. We've got more rain to come. We've got this rain that is situated south of us into the Carolinas, moving to the northeast, and therefore it is going to be very wet pretty much all night long. Okay, now I will tell you that the storm system got in a couple of hours early, which means it will probably leave a couple of hours earlier come tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk about that timing here in just 1 second. Just know that tonight is going to be incredibly wet, incredibly soggy, with some bouts of heavy rain. We could potentially even hear a rumble or two of thunder. So here we go. Future tracker showing that this is 11 o'clock and it's going to be raining heavily in some of our backyards at that point. Still raining very heavily at 4, 5, 6 a.m. However, as we get a little bit closer to about 9, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, it looks like we're going to have potentially a little bit of a break. It looked like yesterday the break would come around lunchtime into the early afternoon. Now it looks like this break is going to get in the morning hours, anytime between about maybe 9 and 10 a.m. Okay, so maybe a little bit of a break late in the morning into the midday hours, but we're not done. We're going to have another batch of less impressive rain pushing in as we head later in the day, say after about 3 o'clock, lasting through about 9 o'clock tomorrow. So 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., a secondary round of moisture will push in. That one's just going to bring us scattered showers, but it could also bring us a chance for a couple of rumbles of thunder, okay? So it does look as though this first storm system is going to get on out of here as we head into Friday night, okay? So by midnight, Friday night, going into Saturday morning, I think we're for the most part dry, and that should leave us with just a couple of leftover clouds Saturday morning, but the trend will be for us on Saturday to see increasing sunshine. So I think we're going to turn partly to at times mostly sunny on Saturday. Saturday looks to be a dry day for the vast majority of us. Saturday looks to be the day to get outside. All right. Saturday is the nicer of the 2 weekend days. Why? Well, we've got another storm system coming in on Sunday. More on that here in a second. First, let's talk about the threats tonight. You will notice that the threat for any severe weather tonight will stay to the south and to the west of us, mostly along the Gulf Coast. On Friday, that chance for a couple of stronger thunderstorms will include us here in our neck of the woods. We are under a marginal risk here in the viewing area. That's a level 1 risk. It's a low risk, but it extends from West Virginia all the way south into Florida and includes us here in southwest and central Virginia. So a couple of storms could pack a little bit of a punch on Friday, and if any do turn strong, the threats would be heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, and also wind and hail. Might actually be even a larger threat for severe weather along the Red River Valley, closer to the Oklahoma and Texas border. Rainfall here for us through Friday night. The amounts are impressive. Okay, I'm looking at anywhere from about 1 to 2 inches of rain, and there will be isolated higher totals. There will be isolated spots that get a little closer to perhaps 3 to maybe 3.5 or 4 inches of rain. Okay, so this is a soaking rain for us. This is a soaker of a storm system. Again, 1 inch to about 2.5 inches of rain expected. Couple folks may see a little less than that. Couple folks may see a little bit more than that. But for the most part, 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain with isolated higher totals possible, especially as you head into the northern parts of the Blue Ridge. That includes Nelson, Amherst, Rockbridge, and potentially Bedford counties. Told you Saturday's looking pretty good. Sunday's not. Okay. Another storm system, we'll call it system number 2. Another low pressure system is going to impact us here on Sunday and provide us another round of showers and thunderstorms, okay? Now, yesterday, it looked like the best chance for rain on Sunday would be in the afternoon and evening. Now it looks like the best chance for rain on Sunday will come close to sunrise through about close to sunset, okay? So more showers, scattered showers, and some thunderstorms will push back in during the second half of the weekend. Sunday looks to be the wetter of the 2 weekend days. So as we look at that weekend forecast, 75 on Saturday as we turn drier with increasing sunshine. Sunday, we're going to have a better chance for rain and some thunderstorms. Temperatures go from 75 Saturday into the upper 60s on Sunday. And I will tell you, behind this front on Sunday, we turn windy again, okay? It's not windy outside right now. Winds right now, for the most part, about 4 to 10 miles per hour. I wouldn't say the winds are light, but they're not an issue, okay? Winds right now about 4 to 10, the exception to that, Hot Springs, where you have a wind at 15 miles per hour. But as I told you, system number 1 is tonight and tomorrow. System number 2 is on Sunday. Behind system number 2, the winds go up. While we are going to be dry Monday and Tuesday with more sunshine, Monday and Tuesday are going to be quite windy. Okay, we're looking at sustained winds on Monday and Tuesday, about 25 to 40 miles per hour. So again, winds are going to be a talker for us here early next week. It wouldn't surprise me if the National Weather Service does issue a wind advisory for some spots early next week. The winds will start to settle down later Wednesday into Wednesday night, but even on Wednesday, it will still be breezy at times. So early to middle parts of the next work week, we're going to have some wind around. It's 57 right now in Roanoke, also in Danville, 58 in Lynchburg and Lexington, low to mid 50s out across the NRV. We've got temperatures at about 56 in Martinsville. So temperatures virtually everywhere right now are in the 50s. Okay. Forecast for tonight, overnight lows will mainly stay in the 50s. To be exact, about 50 to 55 is what we're looking at for lows as the rain is here. The rain is not going anywhere tonight. The rain could fall heavily from time to time. It's just a soaker for us here tonight, no doubt. For tomorrow, the wettest part of the day will be the first couple of hours of daylight, okay? Then we're not going to be fully dry, but we're just not going to be as wet, okay? I would say the first 3 hours of the day, roughly from sunrise through about 9:30, 10 o'clock, that is our best chance for area-wide, widespread rain, okay? After the late morning hours, we will still have the chance for some scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms, but we're not as wet in the afternoon as we will be in the morning. High temperatures tomorrow in the 60s to near 70. Your extended forecast showing temperatures on Saturday in the middle 70s, upper 60s on Sunday. We talked about Saturday looking like the nicer of the 2 weekend days. Next week, a pattern change happens. We turn cooler, we turn windier, and we turn drier with more sunshine. Do you by any chance remember the Appcast last night that showed that 60% of the rain we've seen here in 2023 has fallen on Fridays and Sundays? Why break the trend now? I mean, it's unbelievable. 60% of the showers and storms we've seen here this year have fallen on Friday and Sunday. Same thing is happening this week. Oh, by the way, 7% of the rain has fallen on Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday and Tuesday look pretty nice. So overall, well, why break the pattern now? Early next week looks pretty. It looks cool. It looks windy. It looks dry. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, partly to mostly sunny. May have a stray shower or two on Wednesday, but we're dry on Thursday. So we go from being wet tonight into at least part of the day tomorrow, to another chance for rain and thunderstorms on Sunday, to next week having a much drier week ahead. Current time is 10:10, and joining me is my good friend Allie. Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight, my friend? Will we have high winds tonight? The answer to that is I don't think we're going to have high winds tonight. The winds are not going to be light. No. We're not going to have calm winds, but I would expect winds tonight 5 to maybe 10, maybe up to 15 miles per hour. Maybe a couple of gusts up to 20 if you're under a gusty shower. But certainly nothing will reach severe limits as far as wind tonight. Now tomorrow may have a couple of storms that pack a little bit of a punch that could have more wind and potentially a little bit of hail in it. But even that threat is pretty low. So the wind shouldn't play a huge role in our forecast here tomorrow. The wind will absolutely play a huge role in our forecast early next week. Early next week, it is downright windy, okay? That's, again, tomorrow I'd say we have sustained winds 5 to 15, maybe gusting every now and again over 20, maybe 23 miles per hour, okay? So you may want to call tomorrow a little breezy, but nothing like what we're going to be seeing here on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday are the windy days. Anything else, Allie? Is Lynchburg going to see any severe thunderstorms tomorrow? Let me go back to the Storm Prediction Center outlook, and maybe this will be the best way to describe this. Everybody tomorrow, everybody in our viewing area is under a marginal risk for severe weather. That's a level 1 risk. A level 1 risk is a low risk, but that risk is not zero, okay? So this is a threat for tomorrow. You'll notice that everybody here in the viewing area in this green color. An indicator that, again, a marginal risk for severe weather, a level 1 risk, is in the forecast from the Storm Prediction Center for Friday. The one thing you need to look out for tomorrow, in the morning, it's going to pour down rain for your commute. Okay, as your kids head off to school, as you head off to work, it's going to be very wet. But after about 9, 10 o'clock, we may start to get some breaks in the rain. The key thing here is tomorrow you don't want to see any sunshine, okay? If we stay cloudy all day long, I think the severe weather threat is incredibly low. But if we can squeeze out any sunshine at all, that will destabilize the atmosphere and allow for a little more instability for the second round of rain and thunderstorms, which again doesn't look as impressive as the first round. But that secondary round of rain will come in about 3 p.m. to about maybe 8 or 9 p.m. tomorrow. And if we can squeeze out any sunshine between batch 1 and batch 2, then that could destabilize the atmosphere enough to kick off maybe a couple of stronger thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and early tomorrow evening. But again, I'm not sold on that threat right now. Again, you want to stay cloudy all day tomorrow, okay? When the rain stops mid-morning tomorrow, you don't really want to see any sunshine. You want those clouds to hold tight. And if they hold tight, I think the severe weather threat is incredibly low. But if we get breaks in the clouds, you're going to see that chance tick up just a touch. Anything else, Allie? Yeah, will flooding be a concern? I would say probably not at this point with this first round. I don't foresee us, even though we're going to see anywhere from about 1 to 2.5 inches of rain for this first round of rain to create any flooding issues. The only thing that we may have to watch out for late tonight into tomorrow will be the creeks, streams, and rivers perhaps rising a little bit. Those waterways may get a little swollen. But what this will do is it could set the stage for a higher chance for flooding by Sunday, okay? Because the antecedent conditions for us on Sunday, the ground is already going to be pretty wet from the rain that we're getting tonight and tomorrow, okay? So this first round, tonight into tomorrow, if we get any flood threat, it would be incredibly localized, okay? I'm not that concerned about tonight or tomorrow because it's been dry lately. Because we're getting so much rain tonight into tomorrow, by Sunday, when the ground is still wet and we have more showers and thunderstorms headed our way, I think the flood threat by the latter part of the weekend may be a touch elevated in comparison to tonight and tomorrow. Any other questions, Allie? Hit me. Oh yeah, if tomorrow, if this storm system was coming through tomorrow and we had highs about 85 to 88, yeah, we'd be talking about nasty storms tomorrow. But the thing is, as we go to the 7-day forecast here, we're going to be pretty cool tomorrow. We're looking at highs around 65, okay? So if we were 85, 86, 87 tomorrow, woo, yeah, we'd have to watch out for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms for sure. But our saving grace is we're going to be fairly cool. But I will tell you that 65 in Roanoke is your forecast high tomorrow. Areas close to south side could get near 70. So if we are to see any strong or severe thunderstorms tomorrow, if we can break out in any amount of sunshine tomorrow, which is questionable, but if we can have those clouds breaking ever so slightly, then I think the zone that has the best chance to see some stronger thunderstorms tomorrow will be south side. And the reason I say that is south side is going to be warmer than everybody else. Highs south side, Danville, South Boston, Martinsville, anywhere between about 68 and about 71. Any other questions, Allie? Mm-hmm. That's a fantastic question. Why do we not see a lot of severe weather when it's cooler outside? Because one of the triggers for severe weather, one of the things that you got to have for severe weather is warmth, okay? If the air is cooler, that means the air is more stable. All right. If the air is warmer, the air becomes more unstable. That's why oftentimes I say when you're watching your local weather authority during newscasts, I say, guys, on a day where we have the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms, you never, ever want to awaken to sunshine. And I'm sure some of you probably want to throw strawberries at your television screen and try to hit Jeff with as many things as possible when I say things like that. But there's a motive to my madness. There's a reason for that. When you have a day that has the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, sunshine destabilizes the atmosphere because sunshine warms the air. Okay? The warmer you are, the more unstable you are. The more unstable you are, the higher chance of thunderstorms you have. Okay? So, for instance, tomorrow, 65. Threat is pretty low. It's not zero, but it's pretty low. Again, we could have maybe a couple of stronger thunderstorms, especially if we can break out in a little bit of sunshine. Look at Sunday. Temperatures are a little warmer. Upper 60s, low to mid 70s, potentially further east. Because we're going to be a little bit warmer on Sunday, I would say Sunday may have a slightly better chance for a couple of stronger thunderstorms in comparison to Friday. Just a couple of degrees could potentially make a little bit of a difference. But when it's cool outside, cool air is for the most part stable. When you have warm air, that allows for more instability. And obviously on days where you're cool, especially this time of year, generally speaking, you have a lot of cloud cover, okay? This time of year when you're warm, you generally see some sunshine. And on a day where you warm up in the morning, you see sunshine, and then you have a front pushing through in the afternoon and evening. That is what usually creates some issues as far as severe thunderstorms are concerned. Did that make sense? Perfect. That's it. No more questions? Well, this was a fun night. We had several questions. I love this. Yes, bring the questions on all the time. All right, friends, we'll be back here in less than 45 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. We do hope to see you then, but if we don't, I hope everybody has a great night. We'll be back here again tomorrow night for another Appcast. Obviously, we do them every Monday night and every Friday night, and if it's needed, every other night throughout the course of the week. But we always do them on Friday night. So we'll see you again tomorrow night for another Appcast at 10 p.m. Have a great night, friends. Stay dry.